I just had a really interesting realization. The I was watching a documentary about Captain Cook. I think it's Captain Cook. He was the guy who was the first one to ever meet like the Polyponesians. I think is the way you say it. I just found something really interesting. Um, Theft was a huge issue with the Polyponesians. And like crazy stuff. Like they love nails. Like I think the people from Thailand or something were giving it up. You know, girls would give it up for nails, and then they were just giving it up because I think they're not sure, but they think that lighter skinned people had higher status in a lot of the Peloponnesian cultures. They're all the same culture, actually. They're all kind of connected. But yeah, like so they would they would swim underneath it, but they're the best swimmers and the best boaters, like the best swimmers. And they would just swim underneath the boat, and they would take nails out of the boat. You know, because steel is so useful, right? Way more useful than stone. Um, anyway, I got to thinking like they really didn't have possessions. Like there was no property rights. Okay, so then I kind of just it kind of just hit me like, oh, this whole like capitalism thing, this whole like ownership of private property, like this is the only time in history where it's not been communism. It's always been communism. Um, that's what a tribe is. It's communism. And so that's why you stay poor in a tribe because it's a lot like being a slave. Communism is a lot like being a slave. Like when you're a slave, they say like in America, slaves would do what they'd have to do to not get whipped. They wouldn't help the place become profitable on their off time. Obviously, right? And it's the same thing with group. You work just enough so that the group doesn't kick you out because if they kick you out, you're dead, right? So it's basically you work just enough to survive, figuratively and literally. And there's no point trying to accumulate more than what you need for the day because it'll just be taken from you, and there'll be no punishment for that person because it's just seen as general mischief. It's like if your stomach's full and someone's stomach isn't full in the group, like that's enough reason for them to come and grab it when you're not looking or something. So yeah, we came from communism, and if there's some catastrophe where private property is not recognized anymore, then yeah, we'll just go right back to communism again. Like communism is the baseline, capitalism is the step above.